Hey everybody, what's up? This is Caleb the Video Maker 2, and in this video I want to try to make something that is quite practical. I'm going to be telling you how to earn more views on your YouTube videos. Hopefully my audio is in sync well. I've been having some troubles with that, but I think I got it figured out, so I guess we'll see. Next thing I wanted to say was I'm not an expert, obviously. I don't have millions of billions of views. I just have a decent amount, and I consider myself successful for now. I mean, I do want to improve, but so far, so good. So, as long as you're continually growing, I consider that a good. I'm not trying to teach you how to get a large total amount of views, because honestly, 10 million views is not that impressive if you don't receive a continuous amount of views. A one-hit successful video is not impressive when you're going to build a business built on principles of continuing on into the future. A one-hit wonder is not going to work, so you want to build a consistent audience and a consistent view count. So that is what we're going for. We're not going for large amount of views on one video from I'm not trying to teach you how to become viral, because viral is not going to help you. I mean, it can help you, but that is not your sole thing you need to focus on. What you need to focus on is building an audience and a consistent view count. So that's the first thing. Obviously, you should be humble. So I said I'm not the perfect expert at this. There's other videos you could watch which might be more helpful, but I think I have some quality tips I can share with you. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. So be humble. Don't go into this thinking, wow, I am the best. Man, my videos are the greatest thing. Like, I don't even have to put effort into them, and like people are going to flock to me and come to me like I'm a king, because it's not going to happen. If you're making videos continuously, you will earn viewers, but they're not going to flock to you like you are the god of the world. So you have to put hard work into it. Don't expect an outcome. I mean, you do put hard work in and you do get an outcome, but don't go into it thinking, oh, if I make this video, man, I'm just going to be the best, because it's not going to happen. Keep a humble heart and stay focused on your goals. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. Another thing I wanted to note, this is how to earn more views, not get more views. So this is a process of work. It does take effort. It is difficult and time consuming and hurts your brain and it makes you struggle, but in the end it is worth it. So yeah, I do suggest you finish this video and consume these awesome tips, because they are like the best. You're not going to get any other tips that are better than these. I'm kidding. Okay, the next thing I wanted to mention was progressive improvement. So if you're new and you're just starting out, or if you've been working with video and you don't have a huge audience or whatever, don't expect to create perfect videos. That's what's great about YouTube here, is watchers aren't expecting perfect videos. They understand that this is YouTube. This is for content creators everywhere. You don't have to be perfect studio quality HD video. And another thing I wanted to mention, this is sort of from a business perspective. So if you were into comedy and making people laugh, a lot of these tips can help you, but in general, this is getting more views to build your business. And what I was saying was progressive improvement. So when you first start out, if you're making tutorials or videos, comedy videos, skits, whatever, you don't need the best camera. You don't need the best microphone. You don't need the best lighting tools. You don't need the best content even. That's probably the most important one, but even that, you can progressively improve as you go, and you will still build an audience. So when I started out, I used my sister's camera, little pink point and shoot thing, which had a video option. No, cross that. Before that, I used my sister's webcam from like 1960s. So yeah, my quality of my videos were not good, and the content wasn't even that good. But when, I still enjoyed it. I did it for fun. A lot of the videos didn't really get that many views. A couple of them got a couple hundred, which is successful. And as I went, things improved progressively. So as time goes on, things got better. I'd end up using my sister's portable point and shoot camera once she got one, which allowed me to leave out of my sister's room. Talk about embarrassing, making videos online in my sister's pink walled room, or purple wall, I don't even know what it was. So yeah, that was a definite improvement. Next thing, I eventually saved my money, get my own camera, but even without this, I mean right now I'm using a webcam, $75 webcam, so that's pretty good. I'm using pretty cheap microphone. Progressive improvement. I didn't get this all to start out with. I didn't expect to have perfect videos when I started. And honestly, I didn't really want perfect videos because I was just making videos to show people at school and my friends and my family so we could laugh at them and be stupid and make friends and, you know, just make stuff. So what I did. So after that, I kind of got into actual high quality videos, what I thought of at the time. Wasn't the greatest, but it was still an improvement. And I got comments saying I've been getting better and so forth. Then I started making tutorials. I just made a quick database design series in my bedroom on a chalkboard. And I didn't use no fancy microphone. I used this camera, Canon PowerShot SX20IS, which is kind of expensive, but it's not super bad. I use that to make almost all my videos. I used one set of rechargeable batteries, which I recharged hundreds of times, to the point where literally they hold a charge for about 30 seconds and then they're dead. And as time went on, I earned some money and I bought like 60 rechargeable batteries. So don't go into video making expecting perfect quality. That's what you should go for, but if something's limiting you, don't worry about it, still make that video. If you want to make tutorials, you can do a lot of stuff without a camera. You can use a print screen button. I don't know if you can even see it. Let me try and get this up here. Where'd it go? There we go. Print screen. Probably find that on your keyboard. That'll take a snapshot of your screen. You can post that into Paint, and you can guide people through tutorials using photos and adding text if you don't even have a microphone. But that's if all else fails. I mean, I'm sure 99% of us can do that. And the chances are you can get opportunities to use better equipment. So a lot of you go to school or go to a college. Well, these colleges often have either an IT section of people or computers around that will have built-in webcams or microphones or cameras that can be used outside of the school, and you can get more privileges within your school if you earn those privileges and don't do stupid stuff with the stuff they allow you to do. But you need I could use a whiteboard at my school if I really wish to, or a chalkboard at my school. I could use the school's cameras. I can rent those out. Even if you're not specifically in that field or whatever, they may allow you to do that. It just depends. You may have friends who have cameras or other stuff. Don't feel limited, because whatever you need to do, it is possible. So work for it. You will eventually get there. That's progressive improvement. The next thing I want to talk about, sort of like three things: creative thinking, analytics, and practical videos. So first one, creative thinking. That is to say, create a mindset that doesn't think about everything like other people think about things. Try to look at everything in this world from a different perspective. Like, observe people, observe how they communicate, observe how we do things, why we do things. Why do we do some things? Like, if you think about it, it's weird. Why do we, celebrate certain holidays the way we do? Why do we set up Christmas trees or put lights on our house? It's weird, but it's fun, but it's weird. Everything's kind of weird if you think about it from a creative perspective. Why do you do these things? Why do people do this? Why should I create content like this? Think about why of everything. Be creative, so go out of the normal mindset. Think about it in a different perspective. create something that is not from the normal perspective. Screen's going out. Hopefully my camera's still working. Okay, I think it's good. Be able to create content that not everyone has already done. Be able to create unique content, stuff you thought of yourself. Obviously, the subject matter may be not yourself. I mean, database design. I didn't think of database design. I'm just teaching that in a creative way that allows people to understand that, whether they be really simple-minded or advanced database managers or whatever. I try to make it simple because I looked at it from a creative mindset, and I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to do it like everyone else. I'm going to try and do it this way, and I did it a different way. And same thing for anything else. Try to think differently than everyone else. I know I've repeated that like 8 times, but that's pretty much all I have to say for that one. Analytics. Once you create content, check your analytics. The analytics are your graphs, your charts telling you how many views, minutes watched, subscribers gains, liked, disliked, tons of other stuff, what locations. You can access these going to your channel settings and going to your analytics. And those are very important so you know if you're growing, how you're growing, what kind of content is good. Just last week, I released a video called, using YouTube analytics groups to maximize future success, I think it was. That'll give you a good basic understanding of how analytics works. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend you watch that. Practical videos. Make something that's actually useful. There's occasions where you can just create junk if you want, but if you're actually going to make a business out of this or use this to amplify your business or anything like that, you'll need to make practical videos or people are not going to watch them. You have to think about what is the purpose of these videos, whether it be whether it's to entertain, whether it's to teach, whether it's to share your perspective on life, share your viewpoints, or life what are those things called? Experiences. Life experience. How did I forget that word? Life experiences if you just want to blog. But you have to figure out what the purpose of your video is and make it practical. So something that can benefit another person. Once you have your goal of the video, you can do what you can to follow that purpose to get that final product that is going to be use of someone watching it. Because if you're just throwing content out there that no one's going to watch or no one's going to want to watch, then you're not going to be super successful. You may get a successful video here and there, but once again, we're not going for viral. We're going for consistent viewership. Alright, so those are sort of like a balance of 3. If you want to create a good video content, you want to be creative, but not so creative that the practicality is not good. Because you can make some trippy stuff, but if no one is being entertained by it or no one is using it, then you kind of overdid it, and it's not going to be practical. Third one is make stuff people are going to want to see. So you want to be creative, make stuff people are going to watch, and make stuff that's useful. Sort of like a balance of all 3. The next thing is consistency. So you want to create videos on a consistent schedule. I'm not saying, okay, one video every Friday at 10 p.m. If you want to do that, you can. But I'm just saying, don't take huge breaks, like 3-month breaks, and expect all of your fans to stick with you, because it probably won't happen. I mean, I've done this. I've taken long breaks on when I used to make skits or comedy videos, whatever you want to call them. And when I came back, I mean, my audience was pretty much dead. No one commented, no one watched my videos, and that really cut my viewership like a ton. So consistency. Even if you're busy, just try to throw out a few videos every once in a while. Obviously, the more the better. But if you can't create videos, don't cut off cold turkey. Throw some videos in now and then. And then once you're not busy, start creating content actively. When you're creating videos, you want a balance of what you're good at a balance of what you love, and balance of what's practical and in demand. So this is sort of like the last three things that were a balance. You want to do something that you actually like to do, not just something that's going to get a lot of views because you're going to be miserable. You're not going to be able to create it as well as someone who loves that stuff, and it's just lame. So don't do that. So do something you actually like to do, something you're good at. Once you understand that, you can then figure out what's practical and in demand. So let's say I'm really good at database design, and I'm really good at designing costumes, okay? Now, in my opinion, I don't really know, but I'm guessing database design is going to be more in demand at this time period than costume design. Now, costume design may still be in demand, but for what I'm going for, I want to attract people interested in computer science, business, technology, learning, science, all that junk. So, costume design may be something I can do in the future, but right now I think I'm going to stick at database design because I like it. It's what was the other one? I'm good at it, and it's practical and in demand. Now the next thing I want to talk about is social networks because it's so big thing right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get a drink. So everyone's talking about you have to have social networks and all this stuff. I kind of take a little bit of a different look at everything when it comes to this. I don't think you should create social networks to build more people to your business. Let me get a whiteboard real quick and I will show you what I mean. Alright, so here I have a basic drawing and I'm going to be explaining this. So, whoops. This little blue thing is my YouTube channel. It is larger than all the other blue circles. All the other blue circles, the black circles, are social networks. So let's say this is Facebook, this is Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, whatever, I don't really care. And what most people see social networking as, alright, let's say blue is your business. So you have your business focused on YouTube right now, and it's going good, but you add these social networks, and your business comes over here, 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 and from doing this, your business grows to take up more space on a whiteboard. So this is how people kind of view things, and I kind of view it a little bit differently. So let me explain how I mean. So let's restart. This is your business. Can you see it? Your business. And it's going well. You have an audience. The blue is your audience. So you have other social networks. So you have Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, whatever it is really. And what my difference in view is saying, don't use social networking to grab an audience. Use social networking to strengthen the audience you already have. So my view takes this audience, sends it to these social networks, and then these social networks communicate with each other, which in turn builds the center core business. So you have a stronger business. Now, so what I'm saying is don't use social networking to obtain more of an audience. Use social networking to build a stronger audience who is more into your content, follows you more strongly, and likes your stuff better. Hopefully that's clear. So you may be thinking, how do you obtain more of an audience? Well, for me, I'm not a huge social networking person. So if you are, you may be able to obtain a new audience using different social networks. But for me, it's using my website. So if here's my YouTube channel, big circle, here's my little website. What I can do is I can send people to my website. I really need to buy some markers, it's getting bad. I can send people to my website, which in turn grows my website. And people can go to my website, which in turn grows my website, and then goes back and grows my YouTube business or whatever, because my whole website is based off of my YouTube business. So that's how I see it. If I want to obtain new audience, I work on YouTube and I work on my website, and I try to grow these two things, which then communicate back and forth. And the social networks are sort of a bonus to the people already following me, and I'm getting really messy here, so pretty much done with that. What else did I have to say? Let's see. Alright. If you fail at making an online business, which it happens, my suggestion is to build a successful in real life business. So don't go for 100% online content. Let's say you're working in computer repair or computer design or infrastructure, whatever, and you're trying to make a business online. It's not working out so well. What you may want to do is think about getting in real life clients. These people will then use your business as a sort of like a backup to your main business. So think of it like, let me draw it. I think drawings help so much for some reason. I lost my marker, like always. Alright, the way I had it was, this bigger circle was YouTube, and this was my website. But if that's not working out for you, think about it like this is your in real life business, and this is your YouTube channel. Trying not to get reflection. So you build this in real life business, which attracts in real life customers, and to help them out, you can refer them to your YouTube channel, which they like it. They share your YouTube channel with other businesses or other people which like it, and then eventually your YouTube channel grows, which can either replace the dominant and you can make your YouTube your dominance, or you can keep it as a side thing and grow your main business. Just a thought there. I don't know, just kind of thought with it. What else? Alright, so next thing else I want to talk about was appropriateness. So if you want to have a bigger audience, you can have more appropriate videos for a bigger audience. So when I first wrote this, I was thinking appropriateness like don't be vulgar or inappropriate. But as I was thinking about it, this can actually apply to more things. My videos are computer database oriented often, and most of my viewers are guys, which doesn't really bug me. But if I wanted to obtain more of an audience, the best way to do this would be to obtain more females. But that's not always wanted. For example, if you want a specific audience, such as guys age 22 to 36 or whatever, then you're not going to want those females. So this doesn't apply to everybody. But if you want a bigger audience, be appropriate, as in make it possible to be for a bigger audience. Because if you're screaming bad words and you have a young audience, well, they might not like it, or their parents might not like it, and your viewership's going to drop. But if you make those videos appropriate for everyone, it can help benefit the world. But that's not always the case, because it depends on the audience that you want to attract. So yeah, that's more of an opinion one there. I like to keep my videos PG. Alright, next thing, once you have an audience, interact with the audience. Reply to comments, read all of your comments. Try to help people if they need help, or assist them in any way that they may need. Be careful though, you don't want to focus so much on the audience that your role sort of changes. For example, my role is to teach people how to program databases and design databases and computer science and whatever else business oriented. But people always throw these comments at me, like huge comments, asking me how they can build a database with this and this and this to make it build a page that can do this, all from an app on a cell phone. And if I really wanted to, I could probably figure out a solution. Probably, maybe. But that's sort of why I have the videos. I made the videos so people could learn how to program a database or whatever. I didn't make the videos to attract people to ask me to build databases for them. That's totally the wrong audience in my case. And if I was trying to attract an audience that asked me to build databases for them and I did it professionally, well, that's good. I'm doing a successful job. But I don't want to do that, so my focus is on helping the people who want to learn themselves to become programmers. I'm not trying to attract people who need programmers. I'm trying to attract people who want to become programmers. There is a huge, huge difference there. So I focus more on the people who want to become programmers. So if they ask me a certain concept in database programming, I help them with that. But if they need me to build them a program that can help their hospital manage clients, for example, it kind of just depends on how in-depth the question is if I'm going to help them or not. So yeah, that's a huge one. Focus on the audience you want to attract, because if I spent all my time helping these other people, I would have less time to create content, and my channel would not be as successful as it is now, and it wouldn't go up in views. It would go down because all my time would be spent in helping people who need programmers, which is not what I want. So keep that in mind for those of you watching. I want to help people learn how to program. Maybe someday I'll have a programmer which I can outsource all this crappy work that I don't want to do. But until then, I'm making programming tutorials and whatever else comes to my brain. Yeah. Alright, next thing. Find the right kind of video to create and find hot topics. So, as time goes on, there will be hot topics which you can utilize that time to get the most views from. So when a new program comes out, such as, let me think of a good one, Microsoft SQL Server 2014 or whatever the year is, if I created videos when that thing was fresh new, it's going to be the best potential time for those videos to be successful. If I wait till 2015, they may still be successful, but the actual amount of views could be cut in half, if not even worse, fourth, even more if possible. So you got to utilize the specific time periods which certain content is going to be the most in demand. So that's not cheating the system. That's not just creating content that people want to watch. You can still make content you want to do. But if you wait for those certain times or upload a video at the right time, it can be much, much more successful. So keep that in mind. Like if you made a Christmas video in the middle of summer, it's probably not going to make a lot of views. Just saying. Support others, don't tear others down to get to the top. That's my next topic. So don't think of this as a competition. Think of it as a bunch of YouTubers working together to get to the top. We're all going up. We're not competing. I mean, yes, you can compete. You can try to get more views than other people, and you can try to be like the best in web design or whatever it is. But don't get there by thrashing other people's content and making yours seem like the best. That's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to create better content, and boom, if you make the better content and attract a better audience by being the better manager, then you're going to be the better channel. It's that simple. You don't have to bring other people down in that process. So yeah, if anyone's looking for your support, you may want to be interested in that, or any collaboration. I don't know, I don't really do collaboration because I think it's too much work. But I do make videos with other people just for fun. Alright, next thing. Defining success. Alright, that's a big one. One does not simply define success. But when creating YouTube content, you may think you're successful, but another person may think you're not. It's up to you. If you think you're successful, then you're probably doing pretty good. You need to set goals on what you want to achieve. If you want to be first on YouTube, first you better get started, because you're kind of falling behind. And it's not likely it can happen, but it's going to take a ton of work if you want to get there, and you have to create really good content. If you don't think 10,000 subscribers is successful, go for more. Feel free. It doesn't really matter to me, but some people don't need to obtain that, and they're going to be fine reaching a certain amount of subscribers, and they may consider that successful. It's a relative term, subjective from one person to the next. So one person may view success as this, and another person may view success as this. So yeah, define success. Next thing is attracting an audience. There's two major ways that you can obtain an audience. So you want to obtain a, forget the word, basically a search engine audience, and you want to obtain a returned viewers audience. These are two different things. Now, organic, that's the word. So you can think people search MySQL, find my video, watch it, like it, leave a comment, they may subscribe, but then they never watch my content again in their entire lives because they got what they needed from that one video. Boom, they're done. Nothing. That is a organic view. It wasn't advertised to them. They just saw it, they clicked on it, they liked it. Another thing is you may get an organic view from people searching my content specifically. So Caleb the Video Maker MySQL series, for example. Those are good views for me. They're probably return audience because they're coming back for a second time, or they wouldn't know I existed. So those are the two main things. First time viewers and return viewers. You want a little bit of a balance of both. This is because if you only get a search engine viewership, you're not going to have an audience. You're only going to have people who find your video by search. And if anybody replaces you in search engine or YouTube search engine, then you are going to diminish and go down in views or whatever it is. So you want a returning audience. To build that audience, get people to subscribe, comment. When they comment, leave them a comment back saying thanks or help them or give your viewpoint. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Return audience, make good quality videos. Make the video fun to watch, good to watch. It can be long. It doesn't have to be a short video. Not everybody enjoys short videos. But make videos that are likely to be found through search or related content. Now, typically, return audiences will watch longer videos rather than the shorter videos because they know this person, they're interested in him, they want to, him or her, they want to know more about their lives and their content and what they have to say, so that they follow that content creator. The person coming to figure out what a foreign key is doesn't care if you do one video every week and that you plan on making PHP videos in the future. They don't care at all. Nothing. Not at all. All they want to know is figure out what they're trying to get out from this video and move on to the next video in the future when they search something else. Those are fine too, because they're going to convert into returning people if they like your content. So if they search foreign keys and they're like, oh, this guy's pretty useful, I might be able to get some other use from him. They subscribe and watch future content as it goes and go back and watch entire series, so forth. So if you only have returning audience, the chances are you're not going to grow because no one's finding you except through word of mouth, which can be slow because search engine can be very large amount of people can see that content. Another thing I wanted to say was advertise. I actually wrote this back here, but I forgot to say it. So there's two types: in real life and online. So in real life, don't be afraid to advertise your business. Let your family know what you're doing, your friends know. The chances are, if you make a blog post or a YouTube video and you say, oh, do you mind sharing this to your Facebook wall? Or, oh, do you mind emailing this to a friend? 95% chance they'll say yes. Depends on who they are. Like, if it's your mom or your dad, they probably will share that content. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying, family are pretty receptive to whatever you create, no matter what it is. They don't even have to watch it. They'll be willing to share that, and they may know someone who may be interested in that content. So in real life advertising is a powerful source. Generally, for me, not as many people that I know are interested in my content, because most of my business is based online. So online advertising, there's Google AdWords, forums, search engines, so basically organic views, you can consider that advertising. Getting people to check your related videos, clicking on those, and watching more of your content, those are all examples of online advertising. You can basically get people to go around your social network circle, as you earlier, check out your Facebook, Google+, and once they're in that circle, the more that they're intertwined in your social networks, your newsletters or whatever, the more chances that they're going to return as a returning viewer or customer, if that's what you want to call them. So yeah, those are the two main categories of advertising in my head. I could go into more in advertising, but I'm just trying to give you a basics for everything when it comes to getting more views on YouTube. Okay, so those are the main tips. I have two more. So the next one is to I'm gonna go with the other one. Create a high quality video. So there's some basic tips that you can do to create a high quality video. I'm not the greatest at it because honestly, I think low quality videos are way funner to make. So if, like for example, I'll put something funny or a mistake in a video just because I like it there. I think that makes the video good the way it is. I need a drink. For example, when I make my series, occasionally I'll say something stupid and silly, and I laugh, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I just said that. But I'll leave it in the video because it's funny, people like that content, and honestly, people have messaged me saying that the only reason they watched my videos was because I was able to keep them entertained, laughing, as they learned this boring programming junk that they don't necessarily have an interest in, but they need to learn for some reason. So that is good quality to me. Although for someone looking for a professional Hollywood action film, they'd look at my videos and think, wow, this guy is pathetic. He doesn't even edit out his mistakes. What's wrong with this guy? Are you kidding me? And so there's two different things there. You got to focus. What is a success? You can't just define success objectively. It's subjective from person to person. I define success for me when I create content and someone watches it and they get something from it and they like it. Not just clicking the like, but they actually enjoyed it. That's a successful video to myself. I don't think it's necessary to make it perfect, cinematic, or anything else, because all I'm doing is usually writing in front of a chalkboard. Which brings up another point. Oftentimes I write on a chalkboard to teach my programming tutorials. And that's weird because programming is on a computer. But I like the chalkboard because I can teach concepts, draw stuff, and that helps stick it in people's brains so they don't have to sit there and program. They can watch me. If they want, they can follow with it, doing the examples on a computer, but they can learn the concepts so when they have to actually program it, they understand how it works. I don't really care about if you can make a program do something, that's not that impressive. But if you understand how it works and why it does what it does, well, that's more impressive in my opinion. If you can understand concepts. So I had to try to say why things work the way they do or what they are doing, and I don't necessarily need to program in that specific example. But a lot of people get upset because I write on a chalkboard. They're like, oh, you need to upgrade. Either record the screen, use some kind of tablet to write on, or use a whiteboard. And the sad thing is, I actually own whiteboards. I own more than one whiteboard. But I think that the chalkboard that goes back to being creative. I think that's creative in my perspective because it's unique. No one wants to program on a chalkboard. It's weird, but I like it. I'm not saying I'm never going to use the whiteboard because I do often. I mean, you just saw me use it earlier. But I think more people ended up liking the chalkboard thing because it's unique. It helped them understand concepts in a new way than the people who dislike it. So often when someone dislikes something, they'll comment, oh, get rid of that stupid chalkboard. But then someone who likes it, be like, oh, I like that chalkboard. But that doesn't mean they'll necessarily go through the effort to leave a comment saying, oh, I like that chalkboard. But I'm still almost 90% sure I have more people who like the chalkboard than people who don't like the chalkboard. So if I decided, okay, no more chalkboard because everyone keeps commenting, get rid of the chalkboard, well, then I am giving a benefit to the 40% of people who don't like my videos, rather than giving a benefit to the 60% of people who do like my videos. So the chances are, if I help those 40% of people who don't like my videos, they're still not going to like my videos. They're probably not going to watch any more content just because I add a whiteboard. It's probably not going to happen. But the people who already do like my videos, who enjoy the chalkboard, if I give them the chalkboard or other form of supplementary material that they enjoy, well, then that will help build my audience and strengthen my audience. So that is a perfect example of uniqueness. And I mean, I'm not saying no one's ever used a chalkboard to teach programming tutorials. I'm 100% sure someone has. But that's just one thing that I like. That's why it's in my profile picture of me holding a chalkboard. I kind of think of it as like a significant thing in my business. If I ever make a shirt, I think it'd be cool to have a picture of a chalkboard. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, chalkboards. Get one. No, I'm kidding. Alright, the next thing. Oh yeah, have a high quality video. So, figure out how to make a high quality video. And hopefully, in an upcoming video, I will go over how to do that. So just understand that success is a relative, subjective term, different from person to person. So I'm not going to be able to say, oh yeah, this video is a success, this one's not. It's impossible, because it just depends on who's watching it and what they're going for. Because you can't just judge success by how many views a video has. Because a video that potentially only gets 5,000 views actually gets 100,000. Wow, that's successful. That person probably is very happy. But if a person made this sick music video that goes on MTV, plays on the radio, and it gets 100 million, whew, maybe not so impressive. It just depends. So yeah, learn how to make a successful video. High quality videos is what you want to go for. Quality is also subjective too, but in the next, hopefully in an upcoming video, I'll be giving you tips on making a high quality video. And those are things that aren't really subjective, like being articulate and talking so where people can understand, communicating clearly your concepts and your ideas. And that can vary a lot from genre of video, such as comedy or business. Those are like completely different. So yeah, that's the end of that tip. My very last one is to have fun, because if you're not having fun, it's not going to be fun, and that's not fun. So the whole goal should be to have fun and get 6 billion views. No, I'm kidding. I mean, unless you want to. But go into video making with the concept, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't even care if I like it. I'm going to enjoy it. So many people have the mindset that is if you're working, then you're not enjoying it. But no, like this is a lot of work to make all these videos, plan this stuff. I mean, thinking of all this crap I just told you in the last 45 minutes wasn't super easy. It was work, but I'm still enjoying it. So learn how to enjoy work. Don't be lazy. If you're lazy, get rid of that problem. Laziness is not a good thing. people say laziness is how the world advances because you invent stuff to do it for you. I disagree. I think laziness is bad because obviously whoever invented it had enough motivation to invent it. So yeah, I say go into everything with the mindset that, oh, I'm going to enjoy this, I'm going to uplift people, and I'm going to be happy while I do this. It actually does show through the video. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment. I will try to get back to you if I feel necessary. I do view all of my comments. So if you say something, don't think that, oh, he never read my comment, and then send it on every single video. I do read all my comments. So yeah, if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and view upcoming content, because as you know from all the successful tips, that's important to me. So yeah, thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe. By the way, my name is Caleb the Video Maker 2. That's my channel name. Alright, but my real name's Caleb Curry. Peace. Bye. Have a nice day. That's all I have to say.